Hello, my lovely listeners and viewers. I am dialing to you today from London, and it's a full moon in Gemini. Gemini is actually my zodiac sign, so not only mine, but I think everyone's emotions are flying quite high, and it's quite sensitive period for a lot of people, and I can see and observe that all over the place how people react, how they overreact, how they are quite emotionally charged from two spectrum, anger and then sadness also. And also we coming to the end of the year, so some people are like, what have we achieved, or what have I achieved this year? Have I achieved enough? I just had conversation at work with someone, and she was saying I haven't achieved enough. And what I said, because I always try to be positive, I said not only you are saying to yourself you haven't achieved what you wanted, you are also telling yourself off on top of that. And this was actually something that I wanted to talk about today. So two things. First thing about being positive and positive affirmation, positive energy, and what it is about this positivity, and the kind of difference between the toxic positivity, feeling the emotions or feeling the feelings, and actually believing or knowing that what you say is what you have inside you, is your energy. That's how you project to the world, and the world projects it back to you. And so that was the first thing, the kind of the positive mindset. And the second thing is the energy. I am reading this book, wanted to show you, and if you are listening to me, it's called How Energy Works, Spiritual Development from Scratch, and it's written by Daria Gurbada. And she is explaining here beautifully about about what is energy and how it works for us, or how it can work against us. Actually, what she says is nothing works or nothing is against us. It's just the universe just works as it is. So if you say, for example, I don't know, I really don't like this person, I really don't feel comfortable with this person, or this car is really crap, it always breaks up on me, or I don't know, I my child is so misbehaved and doesn't listen. This is the words you are speaking out. Is it about yourself, about something that you are using? So it's about the car, someone else's, about someone else. So what you are saying out, so those negative things or things that you've observed, they happened once or twice, and you are just repeating and saying out loud, this is what always happens. The same with like, oh, I am never lucky, this always happens to me. I had a friend who comes to London to visit me sometimes, and she always used to say, when I come to London, it always rains. It always rains when I come. I come for a couple of days and it rains. And it did rain. Every time she came, it rained. It's not like London is the most sunniest city in the whole Europe. Obviously, it rains a lot. However, I said to her, because she was coming, and then she said, oh, it's probably going to rain when I am in London. And I said, stop saying that, because you are bringing it on us. You can say so many other things. You can say, I bet it will be sunny, or I bet for the 5 days that I am there, 3 days at least will be sunny. And you know what happened? I kind of made her never say that it's definitely going to rain. I made her never say that. And when she came a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't raining. It was raining maybe one day out of the whole weekend that she was over here. It was actually a very beautiful and warm weather, and it was in October. So October is not one of those summer months. So just an example. Another example is I just said to someone, to one of my family member, I said, I actually wished her happy birthday. And I said something in the line of wishing you all the best, happy birthday, nothing out of ordinary, just a regular sort of birthday wishes. And what she said to me um, was how original or original, and I felt so sad and I felt so disappointed that I felt the energy and I didn't feel, I mean, I felt it personally, and I didn't feel, I felt hurt because I was extending some, wishes, some good wishes towards her. But what I felt also was her pain, and I felt that she was coming through her life with some pain in her, because a person who is happy, a person who's got everything joyful around her, wouldn't say how original to birthday wishes. You could say so many other things. Thank you for remembering. I appreciate your message. Or just to heart it if you are not, maybe not in the mood or something. You don't, the message that she kind of sent through these words was actually, I am hurt, I am hurting, I am not feeling that great. um so this was just energetic, and I felt this energy so strong. I felt it in her. I felt it as almost as if she was suffering, or the there was some sort of not anger, maybe like a suppressed anger or something like this. And I felt so emotional, because this was a person, or is a person, that I really hold in high regards, that I felt was the first spiritual person in my life, that was always very kind of open and was showing me things. That was the first person who was hugging trees and kind of had a very fairy like energy around her. So what Daria talks about in her book, and I'm sure you've heard it many times, and I feel like I'm repeating someone's story, but I think it's a very good example about the energy and how the energy works. So there was this scientist, or there was this research or experiment rather. There was this experiment that there were two barrels of ice, and in one barrel, they put on one barrel they put a piece of paper, or they put a note with the message "I love you," and then the second barrel that they put a card and message on it, "I hate you." And those two barrels were just standing there, and they asked bunch of kids that were going back and forth from school, whenever they passed the barrel, the first barrel, say "I love you," exactly what was written on it. And whenever they were passing the second barrel, they would say "I hate you." And then that what was happening, the kids were passing the first barrel and they were saying "I love you." They were passing the second barrel and they were saying "I hate you." And what happened after 30 days, when they opened the barrel, the one with the message "I love you," the rice there was white, pretty much as it was in the beginning, not much happened to it. And when they opened the barrel with "I hate you," the rice inside was black, was just gone basically. And this is something to remember when we speak to ourselves. We are made out of water, we are made out of energy, and and we we are the living matter, and we are something that is so susceptible to the energy, to the energetic words. And if we take everyone from the whole world, people who are sometimes nasty to us, people who say bad things to us, the only person who can say to us for 24/7 is ourselves. So my goal and my main thing while I am here, while I am on here, that's what I wanted to tell you on this very emotional and heavy full moon. And that's what I also wanted to say to myself while I am looking myself in the eyes. You are doing great. You are amazing. And by the way, it's quite weird to say that, but you are doing great. You are doing amazing. You are doing the best you can. You can also access your potential, which you have bucket full in yourself every day, every minute. You can access this potential. You can do that by asking yourself right question, by challenging yourself. But then also, if you think that you haven't reached that goal, that you are not there, that you are not where you would like to be, um, you have given yourself some timeline, or you thought that's where I was going to be, that's how it was going to look like. This person hurt me because I am not enough, or because I am not there yet, or I am, or even worse, comparing yourself to someone. You are enough. You are the best. You There is a reason you are there on this earth. There is a reason, and you have beautiful life as much as it's possible. And of course, and this is where I get to the kind of toxic positivity. Of course, there is pain. Of course, there is suffering, and there is illness, and there are sad things that are happening. There are scary things that are happening, and we have this all inside us, and we have this all around us as well. Some things we have control over, the other things we don't have control over. It doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge those things. I felt pain. I felt I can feel loneliness sometimes. I feel like some people disappoint me. I feel like I am disappointed, because then the loneliness comes when I have people around me that I trust, that I feel like they are my family, and then something happens and I get disappointed by them. I i i get triggered. I am scared. I am lonely. That kind of triggers the loneliness in me. That triggers the fact that I might not be seen. And I want to feel all of that. And it's okay for me to feel all of that. It doesn't mean that I cannot feel also the hope, the joy, the gratefulness for everything else, and the awareness, and me saying to you, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, you are learning your lessons, and you are strong. You came across this video, you are strong. I am uh, Just believe me, just believe in that. Just ask yourself, the not the first voice that tells you you cannot do it, you are not enough, not the second voice, the real deep voice that your soul tells you. This is the voice that you are supposed to listen to. And I can be your voice, and I can be this voice now, and I'm saying this to myself as well. I can do it, you can do it. And I will try and bring some other questions in my other videos about other things, about esoteric things and spiritual things, because this is the soul voice, the inner, the remembering that we forgot so many aeons ago, because of the things that happened to us, because the body is there, is physical, is hurting, is heavy, is the 3D on earth, and it's heavy. But it's also beautiful, because through the body we can also experience joy and excitement and everything else. So I'm sure you have things in your life to, first of all, to be grateful for, and to acknowledge about yourself, even about your body, not even, but also about your body. the one thing I wanted to say, the really kind of a good tool from the book that I've mentioned was Daria. So Daria in the book talks about one thing that she was doing for someone from her work that was really nasty to her. This one lady who was really angry, who was really trying to make her life harder during the work hours. She said the one thing to do with a person like this, and I was doing this with my aunt and also with another person from my family, and I don't remember the exactly kind of timing when it would work. Let's say that's 30 days. That's quite a lot, but the first change you would see is within yourself, because again, this is sending energy. So the things that the things that you say, the words that you say to the person that wronged you, that you're angry with, that hurt you, is basically bless you, da 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 da, John Smith, bless you, Elizabeth, bless you, Barbara, bless you, Margaret, John, whoever, and then you can add surname as well, and just keep saying that. Bless you, Barbara. That's what I kept saying. Bless you, Barbara. Bless you, Barbara, because that's the name of the person. And this way, first of all, is about you. So changing the levels between being angry and then sending this good positive energy. And Daria, and I can tell you about my experience, but try it yourself as a one little gesture. Just keep saying that. Daria in her book, obviously, she did say how difficult it was to say bless you to the person that is hurting her or is being nasty to her. So she really want to say bless you, you, rather than I said some nasty word, by the way, for my listeners. It's hard to say that, but once you kind of overcome this, try this. I mean, why not? You can say nasty things about this person, fine, and maybe you feel lighter for a moment, but that's just kind of being in this perpetual circle about nasty person. I say something nasty, going back to nasty person. It doesn't change anything. It just goes around in the nastiness. There's nothing to break it. I mean, there's nothing that stops you just saying something nice and sending this energy. And it could be about this person maybe just stopping and being like, wow, what's going on, like I don't want to be nasty anymore, who knows, or wow, like maybe I think next time if I if I want to say something that comes to my mind, I think and just think how the other person is feeling when I say that, right? I'm sure this happened to you as well, that you maybe said something in the moment because you felt this way. You didn't kind of think of how the other person was going to feel. Um, but yeah, that bless you part, I am trying this out on my in my part, and obviously I don't say that to the person. Well, in my mind, I am saying bless you to you, even though you are so nasty. I'm still kind of blessing you in my mind, because really, it's for you. It's for you, and it's for your own healing. And then in the same time, and kind of like a side effect, it will get to this person as well. And I believe that. And then yeah, coming back to the rice story, like this person or a object doesn't have to do anything, doesn't have to sort of act or anything like that. Yeah, I'll have a lot of examples like this, and I'm sure you as well. Is the very kind of good example, I think, and I believe how people grow and how people prefer to hear nice things, obviously, about them than bad things, and how they then aspire to behave like this, and how much encouragement builds a person. Obviously, again, healthy and constructive feedback of saying, how you behaved, how you it made me feel like this, obviously, and discussion or conversation. But really, what I think a lot of people didn't hear enough in their life is, you are amazing, you are great, whatever you are doing. I know you have this potential in you, and work from love, and the love is in you, and you are loved, you are divinely loved. Even if you don't see that around you, you are divinely loved and you are beautiful. So, if there is no voice that you can hear now in yourself, please take it and listen to it, that you are loved and you are beautiful, and you can do it. And I know a lot of people say that already on the internet. I know a lot of people, I've heard that from so many people, and I like listening to that, because there's not that many people in your life that would tell you. I mean, if you are lucky enough and have friends who encourage you, and even if you make a mistake, even if you stumble upon something, or something you do is maybe not that great, or if you have good friends, or you have family or someone around you that supports you, and can tell you, listen, you did the best, you did the best you could, this is a lesson, and then just go forward. And only the best things only happen when you have a lot of lessons on the way, when you didn't do it 100%, and you've learned. And then the most difficult things is, move on from this, I don't know, failure, or this error, or this hurt, right? When they say that kind of, you just, kind of take yourself up, and adjust your crown and move forward, like that, so that things don't, so that the things that happen to you, they don't make you not try anymore, right? So this is my hopefully positive message for today. We talked a little bit about energy. So be careful how and what you are talking, specifically to yourself, specifically your inner voice. Specifically now in the month of December, when lots of us kind of see and look behind us and see how I have achieved, where am I, because it's this kind of the summary, the December. There are again energies in the sky and around us, quite heavy still, although the planets now stopped retrograding, so that's good. And the positive, not the toxic positivity of, oh, everything is fine, all only good vibes around me. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about, feel it. So you can go and transmute the sadness, the pain, sit down and feel it. So give yourself a cry if you need to, right? But also, recognize that you are divinely loved and you are beautiful, and there is a reason why you are here. If I just say three things, that's the things that I say. And look at yourself in the eye, how much you can, in the camera or in the mirror, and just keep saying that. And if you can't, listen to me for a moment, and then maybe it will encourage you to do so. So thank you so much for today, and I speak to you soon. Bye bye.